Your God Science Project. But I was at this meeting and Apostle Cheryl Price was speaking, and after she was done speaking, she began to minister to some people prophetically. And so she came up to me and she said, Michael, I see God like he's in a laboratory and he's got on a long white lab coat and he's got on black rubber gloves, the kind that come high up on the arms. And he's in this laboratory and there's all these little vials and tubes on either side of him. And there's a beaker in front of him. And he's sitting there in the laboratory and he's taking a little bit of this and dumping it in the beaker. And he's taking a little bit of this and dumping it in the beaker. And a little bit of this and he's dumping it in the beaker. You're the beaker. And God's putting a little bit of this and a little bit of this and a little bit of that all in you. And then she said this to me. Your God Science Project. Dear Lord God, what am I going to do with that kind of prophetic word? How'd you like to be told that you're God Science Project? I'm like, Lord, what in the tar blazes is she talking about? You do that with those prophetic words that you don't understand. You let them sit on the back burner and simmer, and you go back and you stir it up again. I let it sit and simmer for years, and I had no clue what it meant. Then one day, it was like I got hit in the head with a 2x4. All of a sudden, I knew what it meant. Because one day I said, you know, I started in ministry as an evangelist, and I was a screaming evangelist, and then I transitioned and moved into the prophet's function, and I functioned as a prophet, and, you know, then I became very apostolic and had an apostolic mindset, and I was in this transition again, transitioning from prophet to apostle. And I began to realize, so I'm evangelistic, I'm prophetic, and I'm apostolic. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of... I guess I am God's Science Project. All of a sudden, what Cheryl Price prophesied to me many years ago made sense. But when she said it, I was clueless.